So these rules and signs of the red cow are extraordinary. But the one thing I actually realized today, I heard from Rabbi Nissim again, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, also one of the best signs of the red cow is, and who provides everything in the world, is the fact that for over 2,000 years, we haven't had a red cow. When 2,000 years ago, we had red cows because we had need for them. We had a Bet HaMikdash, the first one, the second one. When we needed them, we had a red cow. During the time of Moshe Rabbeinu, we had a red cow. If we needed it, we got it. But as soon as the Bet HaMikdash was destroyed, 2,000 years, no one has ever seen a red cow. 2,000 years. It's a lot of cows in the world. Millions and millions of cows in the world. Not one time has anyone seen a red cow. When is the first time that they see a red cow in history? In the last 2,000 years? No, in the last couple of years. The last couple of years we had 2 red cows born. One of them was born, I believe, in New Jersey. Another one in a different place in America. The one from New Jersey was recently transferred to Israel, to Jerusalem. But this is one of the greatest signs that not only is Hashem the only one that decides who lives and who dies and what comes to the world and what doesn't come to the world. He decides everything. If there's going to be a red cow, Hashem decides. If there's not going to be a red cow, Hashem also decides that. But it also is one of the best proofs, in my opinion, that no one can deny that we are in the end of times. Because why would Hashem give us not 1 but 2 red cows if the Mashiach is not around the corner? If the Mashiach is not around the corner, then we're not going to have a Bet HaMikdash. Without a Bet HaMikdash, the red cow is useless. Now for 2,000 years we didn't have a Bet HaMikdash, so Hashem didn't give us a red cow. So if He's giving us a red cow, it's logical that He's going to give us a Bet HaMikdash soon also. But a Bet HaMikdash only comes with the Mashiach. So this is again one of the most important things that people need to understand, and that's why things in the world are happening with it seems like everything is fast forwarded. Everything is happening very fast. Things are changing much faster. People are noticing things or ignoring things faster. They're making decisions faster. But this red cow and this mitzvah is unusual in a sense that in the beginning of the ParaShat it says Zot Chukat Torah. This is the decree of the Torah. And then it starts talking about the red cow. So if it was talking, if things were based on a rationale, they were based on our own logic, instead of saying this is the decree of the Torah, it should say this is the decree of the red cow. Or this is the decree of purification, because the red cow is purifying. Or this is the laws of impurity. But it's saying this is the decree of the Torah. It's not saying this is the why the Torah. Chazal explains that this mitzvah is like the entire Torah. The one mitzvah we don't understand is a representation of the entire Torah. And why is it a representation of the entire Torah? Because it's telling you this is how you have to treat the Torah. The fact that we don't understand it and will never understand the mitzvah of the Torah of the red cow until the Mashiach comes. We're not going to understand it. But despite the fact that we don't understand, we still have to do. And this is how we have to treat the entire Torah. Because if we do things even without understanding, then it shows that we're doing it for the right reason. We're doing it because Hashem said so. Why do you say a prayer at the end when you leave the bathroom? Hashem said so. Why do you keep Shabbat? Hashem said so. That's really the real reason of all of the mitzvot. It's the only reason you ever need. Sometimes Hashem, and most of the time Hashem, gives us something called a tam, a little taste of benefits of the mitzvah. Rewards that you're going to get for this mitzvah. But you should never do a mitzvah because of the benefit. In the Gemara Masechet Ta'anit, it says that you should never do a mitzvah purely based on benefit. Yes, part of the reason could be the benefit, but in reality, the main reason to do a mitzvah is because Hashem said so. So much so that the Rambam writes in his book that the Chasdei Umot HaOlam, the non-Jews of the world, the righteous non-Jews of the world, if they keep the 7 laws of Noach, they have a share of the world to come. As long as they're keeping the 7 laws of Noach because Hashem said so, because it's written in the Torah. But if they keep those 7 laws of Noach just because it makes sense to them, or just because they feel like it, or just because, listen, do not murder is very logical. Why should we murder? They're all common sense. The 7 laws of Noach are all common sense. Don't steal. Of course, you shouldn't steal. You shouldn't murder. You shouldn't eat living animals. This is all logical. If they happen to keep those 7 laws, but just because it makes sense to them, or because they agree with them, or anything based on their own rationale, he says not only do they not have a share of the world to come, but they're not even considered the righteous people of the Gentile nations. They're considered the stupid people of the Gentile nations. Why? Because they're doing a mitzvah, they're doing something, but they're not doing it for the right reason. They're not getting any benefit for it. If you're already going to do it for the right reason. And the right reason, what the ParaShat Shavua is telling us, is because Hashem said so. Whether you understand it or not is irrelevant. Of course, you should try to understand as much as possible, because in our lowly generation, we need to try to understand the meaning behind everything, because it's very, very hard for us, especially in the beginning when we first start doing tshuva, when we first convert, when we first connect to Hashem. It's very, very hard for us to make such drastic changes in our life without knowing the reason why. Sometimes the reason needs to be because I don't want to be punished. Sometimes the reason should be because there's going to be a big reward, either in this world or the next world, and so on. And Hashem gave us plenty of mitzvot. Most of the mitzvot we have in the Torah, we have those reasons. We have those tastes. But in reality, once you're in it, once you understand what Torah is, the really only reason of keeping anything is Hashem said so.